Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Canelo versus Triple G 2 in serious jeopardy. Stay tuned. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, a lot of people hit me up asking me about Canelo versus Golovkin. The rematch, will it happen? Is it canceled? To my knowledge, it is not canceled as of yet. Canelo has been temporarily suspended by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. He has a hearing on April 10th, and that will determine if he's allowed to fight or if he's going to be fined and punished and suspended for a longer period of time. And that's where it sits. But a lot of people are still, they think that the fight's canceled or not. Listen, the only thing I've heard is Dan Rayfield. He said that he spoke with a spokesperson of HBO, and they informed him that they're not promoting the fight like on their Dillian White, Lucas Brown card until this matter is resolved. Which, if you think about it, makes sense from a business perspective. If somebody's suspended, why would you spend the time, money, and resources and get your HBO 18 million subscribers interested in a fight that you know may not go down because you don't know the outcome of April 10th. Dan Rayfield also tweeted this: anyone who doubts Canelo Triple G 2 isn't in legitimate, serious jeopardy of being canceled due to Canelo's 2 failed PED tests. I offer just one exhibit. HBO didn't use its Saturday fight telecast to promote the pay-per-view and left it off its upcoming calendar of events. This is serious, folks. So that's his opinion. Listen, I'm going to give my opinion. I think the fight, this is my personal opinion. Obviously, I don't know if there's a trial, again, if there's prosecutors or new information that they found aside from the 2 failed tests from February 17th and February 20th. I'm not sure. So this is my personal opinion. I think the fight will go through. I think it'll push through. I think it's still one of those situations where other fights, smaller fights, Danny García, Eric Morales 2 rematch happened. You had Francisco Vargas versus Orlando Salido. Fight still happened. You know what I mean? To my knowledge, Francisco Vargas, he wasn't like suspended. I don't think he was suspended. I don't remember that happening. So I think the fight will be pushed through. I think because, see, the difference is this. This is, out of all those fights I just mentioned, this is the biggest fight. This is happening in a high-profile fight. So everybody is trying to show that this issue is not going unnoticed. They're trying to show the fans that, oh, okay, there's no favoritism, right? That, oh, just because you're a superstar in boxing, you're not getting special treatment. We're not looking at the situation any different than anyone. And I think that's because of the fan outcry. There's a lot of people writing articles, making videos. Some people are condemning Canelo, calling him a cheater, different things like that. So they almost had no choice but to react to it. And this is what any smart business or corporation or imprint or sanctioning body would do. You know what I mean? When Manny Pacquiao, when he said that gays and homosexuals are worse than animals, that's why you see Nike react. If there wasn't this public outcry, like, why did Pacquiao say that? I'm not supporting Nike until you fix this you know what I mean? Then Pacquiao wouldn't have got dropped from Nike. So from my experience and what I've seen, situations when the backlash, you don't want to be the person who looks like you're being biased for an athlete or a fighter. And I think that's what's happening. If they just said, oh, because if you think about it, when Canelo first tested positive, immediately sanctioning bodies like the WBC said, oh, we back him, we believe in him, we think it was tainted meat. Our investigation shows that the levels are so low, it's consistent with tainted meat. The WBC and them, they immediately stood behind Canelo. But then when Golovkin did that ESPN interview, you notice that Golovkin did this ESPN interview saying, hey, no, doctors were sending him pictures, and you see needle injection marks and Canelo's dirt. That got people buzzing. And you notice he didn't get suspended until after that ESPN Triple G fight interview dropped, right? Where he was saying, hey, I seen needle marks and his muscles look fake and puffed up. So Golovkin may have actually hurt himself if he really wanted to get this bag more than it helped him, because that had people talking. Everyone was making videos and writing articles and giving their perspective on what, yeah, Golovkin's right? So that put more pressure on the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Point blank, period. Because now the guy he's competing against is publicly doing viral videos in an interview, in Abel Sanchez, and they're speaking out saying, hey, we knew Canelo was cheating. Abel Sanchez is like, hey, we went in Canelo's locker room and they were double wrapping his wraps and trying to make them thicker, and they tried to kick me out. You know what I mean? So now the Nevada State Athletic Commission, they can't just sit back and hear all this shit and then not put together a thorough investigation. So, you know what I mean? Team Triple G, if the fight gets canceled, I'm not saying they're responsible in terms of Canelo, whatever he put in his body, or him failing 2 drug tests, but they probably played a part in making the attention even greater for this issue, to the point where the Nevada State Athletic Commission, in my opinion, had no choice but to react to angry fans, Team Golovkin. And Team Golovkin, this is how they kind of, in my opinion, kind of messed up, is because through it all, they said they still wanted to fight him. But now you made the spot hot and came forward with your allegations. Now the spot's so hot, again, Nevada State Athletic Commission has to do something. They can't just have everyone like screaming on this and whatever. So I don't know. This whole thing is a mess to me personally, and it's making me like, a lot of people like the drama, like, yeah, drama sells. But I don't like all of this stuff, because now it's making me not even care about the fight as much as I did, because it's just going to be a big circus. Everybody was mad at Mayweather versus McGregor, calling that a circus. This is the true circus, because now you have a situation, an equation, where if one fighter wins, there's already a built-in excuse, a built-in scapegoat as to why it happened. Because some people are under the impression that Canelo has willfully put things in his body to give him some kind of upper hand. You know what I mean? And that doesn't make me anticipate a fight or a rematch if I feel like a guy might be cheating, or the perception of the fans is that he might be cheating. You know what I mean? That doesn't make me happy to see that, because like Floyd said, I want to see this on an even playing field. Who's the better fighter? Skill versus skill, will versus will. Who's better? You know what I mean? And now it's just becoming this, like I said, a big circus, finger pointing. But I really truly believe Nevada State Athletic Commission, they had to make a decision. They had to react. You know what I mean? It's no different when, like I said, let's say there's a white cop shoots a black kid, and everybody in Flint, Michigan, or Oakland, California, or wherever it happens, right? Everybody's protesting. It's making headlines on news. That police station, even if they hadn't suspended that officer, they would probably suspend him, because they have to do something, because the feedback is so poor, so negative, and they can't just look like, hey, we're this police station and we're not doing nothing about it. So to me, like I said, look at it. Look at the timeline. Study. Golovkin, as soon as he dropped that ESPN interview, days later, all of a sudden, because Canelo, he failed the drug test February 17th to February 20th. And not too far after that, the information was made available to the public that VADA had tested and he had failed 2 drug tests, right? And we had no word that the Nevada State Athletic Commission was suspending Canelo temporarily, or this hearing. All of a sudden, Golovkin drops that interview, and the issue builds and builds and builds even more, and it got more people talking and accusing Canelo of being on something. Boom. A couple days after that ESPN interview, March 23rd, guess what? it was announced to the public that Canelo had now been suspended and he had a hearing on April 10th. So now they got to go through that. Let me know what you guys think. Still think there's a lot of money in this fight, and I think the fight will push through. But again, I have no say on what happens. I have no authority on the matter. I can't make the fight happen. But through it all, it just has me exhausted at the end of the day talking about this. Like, this is a fight people are gonna have to pay a handsome amount for tickets or for the pay-per-view, and it's just it's a black cloud hanging over it either way. Let me know your thoughts, drop it in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.